Hi everyone, my name is Aaron Vasquez, and the artist that I chose to do my presentation on is drummer Dave Weckl. So the agenda for my presentation is very clear, very simple. Just gonna go over the introduction of Dave Weckl, his musical influences, and how he came about to be this great drummer, the contextual history, maybe the background, what was going on while he was growing up, and really honing his skills of becoming this drummer. Significant recordings and overview of just all the bands he played for, and also his solo career, which also is really interesting to see, and how he came about to be this great drummer that I myself as a drummer really look up to now. Never heard of him before this class, and I'm really glad that I got to find out who he was, and his style of play is like kind of similar to what I want my style of play to be as well. So this is Dave Weckl. Like I said before this class, I never knew who he was, but I'm so glad, and I'm definitely a fan now after doing all the research, seeing all his videos, which I'm excited for you guys to see. He's definitely regarded as one of the greatest living drummers of all time by his fans, his peers, and the music community as a whole. His career really began in 1980. He was really into the New York club scene, playing for a band called Night Sprite. During this time, he really gained a lot of acclaim, a lot of recognitions from artists around him, especially artists like Steve Kahn, Peter Eskren, Michael Brecker, which really opened the door for him to join other bands like the French Toast Band, Chick Corea's Electric and Acoustic Band, and touring with just a lot of musicians and performing a lot of records, and really starting his solo career and gaining even more acclaim as this great drummer that he really is. Also, in 2000, he was inducted into the Drummer Hall of Fame, which really speaks volumes to what kind of an artist he was. Dave Weckl was born on January 8th, 1960, in St. Louis, Missouri. He started playing the drums at the age of 8, influenced by his father, whose hobby was playing the piano, and his mother's love for music as well. The two got together in the living rooms and played and practiced together. Dave Weckl also practiced to rock records by Creedence Clearwater Revival, The Monkees, and much more. His interest started to shift towards jazz as his drum skills started to progress. He started to become more interested into musicians like Buddy Rich, Steve Glad. At the age of 16, he was involved in local music groups in his hometown of St. Louis, and he was also involved in the jazz band in high school, where he won a lot of awards from NAJI, the National Association of Jazz Educators. In 1980, he made a move to study at the University of Bridgepoint, where he majored in jazz, but left after 2 years to be more involved in the New York jazz scene. So, just to give some contextual history on the background of Dave Weckl's life, he was born in the 60s. So I'm not sure if you remember about a previous module that the professor stated how growing up or being born in the 60s was such an anxious time to live in. There's so many historical events going on. From, as you can see from the images, you can kind of tell like how he might have grown up, like from presidential assassinations to civil rights and political leaders being assassinated, Cuban crisis missiles, Woodstock. 1970s, you had Richard Nixon resigning from office because of the Watergate scandal. And then when his career was starting in the New York club scene in the 1980s, you had Berlin Wall falling and Chernobyl, and just a lot of historical events during the time he was growing up, and his career beginning to to start in the 1980s, which we'll see in the next slides over. So this video is of Dave Weckl in Night Sprite in 1980. is when his career first started, and I'll only be showing about like 30 seconds to like a minute of the videos that I have. They're very long, so I mean, if you have time to like stop and watch each and every one of them, at least 5 minutes, I think you wouldn't be disappointed. Something special to hear for sure. So as I said earlier in the presentation, Dave Weckl gained a lot of recognition after his time in Night Sprite. So after Night Sprite, he was recommended to join the French Toast Band. The French Toast Band featured artists like pianist Michel Camilo and bassist Anthony Jackson. After a stint there, he kind of branched out and performed in various albums and records with various artists like Bill Connors, Diana Ross, Madonna, the Brecker Brothers, and so many more. In 1986, Weckl was invited by Chick Corea himself after he saw David Weckl perform live. He invited him to join his electric and acoustic band, where he played for a total of 7 years, performing with them, performing an album, performing records, and eventually it earned him a Grammy. So this is just another video of him. It should be another 30 seconds or so. So this is Dave Weckl's solo career and how he came about to creating his dream band of a world touring band. His solo career really began in 1990 with his first release was the Master Plan. Some say after that record he ushered in a new era of contemporary drumming, kind of just changing a whole generation of drumming. 1998 is when he formed his band, the Dave Weckl Band, which released 5 studio records, 1 live album, and he also went on to like make his own instructional videos, play along videos with each and every instrument, which I think it's great. I'm kind of interested in it, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna really actually do that. But here's a video of him playing in the band. It'll just be about a minute or so. Hope you like it.
Please put your hands together for Conference Stretch recording artist, the Dave Weckl Band.
Hey y'all, how you doing? What's happening? We're gonna play some music from our new record as a band. It's called Rhythm of the Soul, and basically, it's not. This isn't supposed to be a clinic or anything like that, so I ain't gonna talk any of that kind of junk. And we're just gonna play for you and let you enjoy these wonderful musicians. And we'll be around afterwards, hang out. If you want to ask us some questions and stuff, feel free. Okay? But we're glad to be here. Thank you all for coming. And we're going to rock. See you later.
So this brings me to the conclusion of my presentation. We went over Dave Weckl's start and his early influences on his musical career, his whole career, his overview of all the bands he played and all the records he made, and how he came to be and how he started progressing as a musician very early on. And we went over contextual history and just we saw some videos on how he was. I hope you guys liked it. I really enjoyed making these presentations for you guys because I got to learn more about a drummer that I just found out about and someone who just reinvigorated my love for drumming. So I'm really excited to like kind of like start practicing again and start learning new beats and start getting a feel for playing again. So that's something that I feel like this whole class, this whole course really made me feel and really made me get in touch with my musical side again. So hope you guys liked it. Hope you guys enjoyed the course as much as I did. Um, Thank you guys for tuning in and happy holidays. Hope you guys have a good one.